Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Tyler from the Westy Bus channel, and I haven't made a video lately. I kind of surprised myself because I thought that once I had a bus, I'd have like 100 videos in a day. But I decided that I would just take it easy and compile everything into one video so I don't overload you guys and won't get bored. Put a negative image on my channel. And then what's the purpose of making videos for it? Anyways, so here's the bus. I'm going to do a two-part video on this of projects for the bus. It's going to be part one is the bottom half of the bus, and part two is going to be the top half of the bus. I hope it's not too long because I usually lose my attention span during long videos. Okay, here we go. So, I have the bus completely stripped out. Everything's gone. The only thing that remains are the seats and the dashboard. So it's still a fully functioning vehicle, but everything else is completely stripped off. This is part one, so this is going to be the bottom half. Let's start at the front. Here's the door panel. I still have to take this one off. I haven't gotten to it yet. I already did that one because I had to fix the window. It wouldn't roll down all the way. Turns out one of the guides was missing a bolt and it got stuck at a 45-degree angle, preventing the window from rolling down. So I took that off, and I have to put plastic back over it to waterproof it and put the panel back on after I install two speakers for the front and wire them to the radio that I have sitting in my garage, but it's not installed yet. I have the ashtray, but I'm cleaning it out. I still have to put it back in. The front kick panel needs replacing. It has some wear and tear on it. It's cracking. The floor mat. I have to repaint all of this stuff here. You know, just little minor. You can't see that on the camera. The steering column. The paint is faded there from where the keys are, and all over on the bottom. I need new pads for the clutch and the brake. On the seat pedestal, I have to get the new rubber mats to go over that, and I will be updating the seat belts because these are the original seat belts, I believe, or the original style seat belts, where it's just a manually adjustable shoulder strap. It doesn't roll up or down, and it's really uncomfortable when you're driving, so I have to replace those. Let's see. I'm going to show you the rust. The only rust in the bus is on the front floor panel, and while it's not rusted all the way through, it is pretty bad. There's one spot where there's a hole there. I don't know if you can see it. I have to get a new piece of rubber for there, because you can see out the bottom of the bus onto the road. Like I said, replacing this panel here, which is no problem. You can get that on Go Westy. I fixed the horn, which is good. I have to fix... Oh, I guess that's the top half, my bad. There's no rust anywhere else. Here's the electrical hookups. This is the stock 1600 engine. Runs great though. If you look here, there's hardly any rust. The only rust is very small parts. Very small. and then a little bit of speckled rust, almost microscopic, but you can sand that easily. It does have a good new spare tire. All the tires are new. Okay, now on the back portion of the bus. I'll start as far up front as I can. I still haven't decided what I want to do with those 3 holes there. I've seen on another bus the 2 beams that they're like support beams. They cut those out, and that creates a storage pocket on the inside. But I don't know how that would affect the structure if you could put weight on there without it caving in or not. So I'll have to think about that. Definitely replace the seat belts. These are probably the original latches. There was a plate that goes over here that covers this, and I will put that back on, but the bottom of it was rusted, so I'll have to sand that, Rust-Oleum it, and repaint it black. Here on the inside, I did not really know how to take out the electrical panel, so I could take out the side panel, and I screwed it up and I stripped the screws. The threads came off, so I couldn't plug the outlet back into the hookup there. What I'm going to do here, I took all the insulation out. I'm going to put soundproofing foil on this panel, because this goes straight to the outside of the bus. And that'll help soundproof it, and then you put the insulation, new insulation in, and we're going to pick up some European birch wood from Auburn Wood in Auburn, California, because the panel that we took out, it did have water damage. Same on the door here. The sliding door, do the same thing there. That panel is fine because it's on the inside of the closet. Right here though, I cleaned out all the gunk that was here. Pretty gross. And if you lift up this piece of plywood that I left in so I could see how it fits, that's the bottom of the bus, and there is more rust there, but it's not that big of a deal. The reason why that's there is because that hole goes to the bottom of the bus where the sink drain. The water comes through and it collects here at the back, which isn't that good. So, well, that's the top. Alright. Keep focused. So here's my plan for the bus. All the original upholstery was really outdated. I did not like it one bit. It wasn't the original mustard vinyl. It was semi-new. I think it was replaced in the 90s. But I don't like it. I'm going to replace it eventually. I already have this is like kind of like the vinyl leather type thing here, but it's a Western type print. I think it looks great. And it goes along with these curtains that I picked out for it that my mom is happily sewing for me. And these curtains, they match not only the inside of the bus and the headliner and the front seats, they match the upholstery that came with the bus, which is the same color as this, but I will replace it eventually. And then we have the side panel curtain that goes here on the inside of the closet, and it matches the outside of the bus, and it looks great. Now I have a sample hooked up here, or not a sample, but this is just to show you guys I still have to take it back down. But this is what the curtain will look like. Let me close this up for you so you can see it from the outside. It looks great. Okay. Oh, I've never tried this before. Can you shut the hatch with the engine lid open? No, you cannot. Okay. Oopsies. Don't look at my license plate, please. So that's what it looks like from the outside. Now when I go on the inside, the sun is shining directly at those curtains, and look how dark it is. They're really nice. So once I get all the curtains hung up in here, you can take a nap in the middle of the day and the light will not get in, which I find that very important. So the flooring, we have to get a new piece of plywood, and then on top of that, I was on a Westphalia forum, and they were talking about the kind of floors that would be good to put in, and they said floors that are easy to remove and easy to clean, and my idea was to put cork flooring in. Now this is not your average cork board or your wine cork. This is flooring. It's, some of you may know what this stuff is, but this stuff is great. You could, the only way that you could break this stuff is if you put a screwdriver on it and hit it with a hammer or something like that. This is pretty indestructible stuff, and it stays cool in the summer. It stays warm in the winter. It's really nice to walk on. It feels like linoleum, a real nice warm feeling to it. Bugs hate it. Termites hate it. It's like an insect repellent flooring, I guess you could say. It prevents sound, or it insulates sound, whatever you want to call it. It's really nice stuff. And it's the perfect thickness of the original flooring that was in it. So put a piece of plywood underneath it, and then that on top. And it works perfect. And what it does is it has a groove here, and they're interlocking. And it's a free-floating floor. So that means it's not glued down or anything. If you need to take it out, you would just have to remove all the cabinets, and then it comes apart. It's in long planks, and I'm going to have the planks running this way. So I'm excited to get that done. As soon as I order the side panels and get those cut out, I can put those in, or I can seal them, and then put them in. And then I can order the floor, put the floors in, and then finish sanding the cabinets and staining them. And I can put those in, and then just minor details around the windows and repainting some of the door handles. Just little stuff. But at least it'll be usable. And just get cleaning it. I'll probably have eventually repaint along here and along here, just to make it look nicer. My summer project, though, the big project, is getting that rust. That needs to go. Let's see. It's not too bad. It's just a small bit of rust. It is pretty solid. It's just on the driver's side is the worst of it. I have to get a new knob for here. Okay, so I think that concludes part 1, the bottom half of the bus.